Hello, welcome to the channel and welcome back to Resurwreck Autos HQ. Today guys, we are working on the Fiat 500. We haven't even started this one yet and it's been sitting outside for about a week and a bit. Just haven't had time to get to it. So today I've got a free day, so we're going to jump on this, get cracking with it, see what's going on, look at the damage, take off all the damage and see what's damaged behind. This is a Cat S, we know that, but I believe it's mainly a Cat S because of the damage on the sill on the passenger side. So most of the work is going to be there. I am going to do the normal, guys, you know, the timing belt, the water pump, the service, just go all over it, just do my normal stuff. We're going to do that anyway, because that get every single Fiat 500 I'm doing at the minute is getting it. Unless it's on the service book and it's been done and I can see it, it's got a record of it, they get done. Because it's one of the things that they ask. When you're selling these cars, like most people will say, has it had a timing belt and water pump done? Because of the age and the mileage. So you just got to do them. And it's not, you know, for me, it's really quick now. I've got really into the stride of them. They're really quick and easy. So, yeah, let's get into it. Let's have a look at the damage first. I'll show you the car. Let's do this. Right, let's have a look at it first. So this is where the damage was. Well, is, sorry. It is obviously a Cat S. You can see that's where the Cat S comes from, is that structural part, possibly the arch as well. But that's all going to get pulled out and repaired. We're going to have a go at that on camera as well. I'll be showing me doing that. You can see the big massive chunk that I've cut out of this. Now, there was a reason for that. We're changing this wing, so it doesn't really matter. But the reason why I did that was because that actual piece has gone to the paint shop, so they can match not only the colour, but the shade of that white. They're going to match it perfectly, which they always do. But they always need a sample of the car. So I thought in this case, because it's not the plastic part, it's the metal part, cut a piece of that wing out. You can take that away. And that's where we'll match the actual colour and shade. So, yeah, don't know if we've got some suspension damage here or whatever, because obviously the bumper's been moved, the wing's been moved, everything's been moved around. So I can't really tell if the position of the wheel is straight. Possibly might not be, but we're going to take it off. We're going to have a look. We're going to strip it all down. I have got a wing in colour and I have got a door in colour. They're over there. See the door? And the wings on the shelf, on the rack in there. So we're going to see if they match. If they don't, then obviously they're going to get painted. But I thought, you know, try and get the parts in colour. We've got to spray the bumper up, paint the bumper anyway. So I've got some paint I actually got half a litre of base coat, and that will cover me basically if I need to go right across the whole car on this side, because with half a litre they mix it with a thinner, so it's a 50-50 ratio. So it gives me, if I get a 500ml base coat, it'll bring it up to a litre of paint. So that is more than enough to do that side. So yeah, let's get cracking. I'll set you up. Let's start getting this off. And we'll have a look at the damage behind there, if any. I've got a funny feeling that it's going to be okay. But let's have a look. Let's strip it all down. Let's do this. So there we go. It is absolutely in pieces. Everything's off. So yeah, let's have a look at the damage. There's no damage to the inner skin, the inner wing part of this. So that's really good news. No damage to this bumper apart from obviously the scuff, because I was a little bit concerned that these were damaged, but they're not. They're absolutely intact. So we can reuse this bumper and the inner part as well. There, it's all intact. So that's good news. I think this bracket here may have gone in a little bit, but that just needs probably there, something like that. But none of this has been pushed or squashed. None of that's been touched whatsoever behind the wing. So that's good news. Again, underneath here, none of this has been damaged. None of that's been hit. This has been hit a little bit here. So that needs straightening off a little bit there, which is no problem. Down here, though, starts to becoming a little bit worse. So this has definitely had a little bit of a shunt in. So we've got to try and get that out, or let the body shop have a little play with that and pull that out. But I want to have a go. I want to see if I can, try and do the best I can for it. Try and help it, as much as I can. And have a try. That's what we need to do. Keep trying. This here, I don't have an issue with that really. I think I'm going to be able to do this. We've done this before. In fact, I think we've done worse. But luckily enough, it's not actually underneath the sill. None of that's been damaged. It's just this front piece here. But you can see that we've got that part, this angle part here, and then it goes off. So we've got to try and keep that going round. So yeah, we're definitely going to be sort of taking that back with a grinder and welding on the spot welder and pulling all that out and getting that the best we can. I'm sure we can get that pretty much perfect like we've done before. And then on the rear quarter here, you can see there's a little bit of damage here. This is popped in there. You can see it's like there's like a line going down there. So that needs popping out a little bit, pulling. And obviously this rear quarter needs a little pull out as well. Again, I think we should be able to get it, really, really close. And then the body or paint shop can have a little play with that for the rest of it, So yeah, that's the damage. That's where we've got to deal with. And then we just put the door back on, put the other wing on as well. And then, yeah, carry on. But let me show you what I found when it comes to the timing belt, because I've took the cover off, because what it was, basically the cover, the sticker had come down a little bit. So I wasn't quite sure whether or not it's been changed, but that is definitely the original. See the markings there? That's a Fiat original belt. So that has to be changed, guys. We are going to be doing that next. So yeah, that's where we are. I've got the parts on order. They're on their way. They should be with me within an hour. And we will just now crack straight on with the timing belt and the service parts. We'll drop the oil filter as well. We'll do all that side of it and now continue with this. And then once this is done, then we'll drop back and then we'll start the repairs. Possibly not today, I've got to be honest, because that's going to take a while to do. But let's crack on. Let's see how far we get. Let's see what we can get done today. So yeah, I'll set you up. Let's do this. Right, okay, let me show you what has been going on. Well, basically, I've been doing my usual stuff, and what I've actually found is, can you see these markings here? Look, these are white ones. There's 3, 1, 2, 3 on there. And then there's 3 markings up here. You see it, there's 1 there, 1 there, and 1 there. So it really does, don't get me wrong, the belt, it's not new, but it has been changed before. This is not the original belt, because those markings tells me otherwise, but it is an original Fiat timing belt. So yeah, that wouldn't come out like that from factory. Someone has actually done that, marked up the top. Someone's marked up the bottom as well. Oh, you can't quite see it on the cog now because I've covered it with a plate. But regardless of those markings, I never really go by other people's markings. You always do your own, so that you know for yourself that it's going to line back up. So I haven't even bothered using them. I've just used my own. So I've locked up the bottom with the plate, as you can see, normal stuff. And then I've marked the top here, so I know that the center point will stay where it is at the top there. So that's my marking there. But yeah, we are definitely getting there, moving along nicely. New water pump in there, you can see it. The old one is here this does look like the original water pump, I've got to be honest. And it was leaking a little bit. You can see it's a little bit coming through at the bottom here. Not the wet stuff, the dry stuff there. See the dry pink? So it had, or is starting to leak a little bit. So yeah, swap that over. Got a new tensioner as well. This is the old one. This is the new one. Comes with the tool. So another tool to go into my collection. I don't know why I'm collecting these, I've got to be honest, but they're in there. Another one to go to the collection. And obviously new timing belts in there. And I've got a sticker, and I'll just put that sticker on the actual book, manuals or something. Got a Dayco auxiliary belt as well. But yeah, you know, you guys know I like to use the Dayco. They're just so reliable. Never let me down since I've been doing this, as a Dayco belt caused any issues. Even the water pumps never caused any issues whatsoever. So I'm going to continue using the Dayco. I know that they're a little bit expensive. They are on the expensive side, but you know me, guys. I'm just gonna carry on doing what I'm doing. But yeah, that's where we are. So I suppose it's just a case of putting the new belt on now, putting the tensioner on, and then yeah, tensioning it all up, do it all up, box it all up, and then we'll give it a good old turn on the key, see what happens. So let's do the reverse. Let's do it all back together, and I can't see it being a problem unless that top moves, but you know, when I do it, I'll make sure that it won't. So let's crack on. Let's continue. Let's do this. Right, okay, so there we go. It's all boxed up. I put a bit of coolant in there, not all of it, because we need to run it and bleed the system, get all the air out and stuff like that. Keep topping it up. Got a bit more left in the bottom of the bucket there, so we just got to keep putting it in. But it's time to see if she'll start. Battery. Yep. Okay, key. There. Right, let's do this. Nice. Yeah, nice. I like it. Sounds like an exhaust blowing or something. I wonder if we've got an exhaust blowing at the bottom. Let me just take her up. They do suffer from these Fiat 500s, the exhaust connection. So let's have a quick look. No. A little bit of seeping coming from here. Maybe. Just wants another bracket or something around that. Normally these are quite bad, but this one's quite good. Yeah, normally these are falling apart. But that actually looks good. Okay, this has got a clamp. You can see the clamp here. But it's probably just weeping a little bit. I might put another bracket right now. I've got some spare ones. So yeah, we have got to do the oil filter still. So we drop the oil, do the oil filter. Okay, cool. Discs and pads are really good on this car as well. Looks like they're quite new. It's recently been changed. There's no lip on that whatsoever. These are quite shiny. So I think this has had new discs and pads at the front quite recently. So that's good. Got to put the cover back on. But running really nice. Really smooth. Okay, right, so that's that done. Gotta love this lift though. It's just so much easier having a lift like this. Right, okay, so let's crack on then, guys. I'm going to leave it running for now. I want to do this headlight up because that's got to be, put the bolts back in that one. So that's done. And then I suppose I can put the bumper on and start messing around this side, but let me let's continue for now. Still got to do the service, so we'll let it warm up, then we'll drop the oil, do the oil filter, get the coolant up to where it should be as well, to temperature, get it through the system, just keep pushing the pump in the actual hoses and it pushes it through the system. Give it a few revs as well, hold it at like 2,500 revs a couple of times, and then it sort of pushes it through the system. And yeah, and obviously I'll take it for a little run as well. Once it's all back together, I'll take it for a run, then check the coolant again, just make sure that it's, you know, it's where it should be. So yeah, let's keep going then. Set it back up, let's go, let's do this. Right, okay, so guys, loads done today, absolute loads. Yeah, it is definitely pretty quick, got to be honest. I did try to put the wing on, just line it up, bits and pieces, but I thought, do you know what, we've got to put the door on first, and then we've got to sort this out and pull that out and line that back off. There's no point fitting that wing at the minute, so door first, so I can get to this edge of the actual door, and then we could put the wing on after we've done this repair, and we could start doing that. But that's tomorrow, guys. You know, I've done absolute loads today. I've run out of time, but at least we've done the timing belt, the water pump, the full service. I've checked the lights as well. Everything works as it should. So yeah, apart from obviously the obvious, it won't really take that long. Even the interior, it's not that dirty, I've got to be honest, it's not. It does need a good going over with the machine, but compared to the other one I've just done, it's got a nice, it's not that bad. I wish I could find that service book. Anyway, yeah, guys, that's going to be the end of today's video. I hope you enjoyed watching me doing this one. A little bit different, you know, same sort of thing really when it comes to time belt, water pump and that sort of stuff, but bits of pieces of different damage and stuff. So it's yeah, it's just nice to jump on that tomorrow. So we're going to continue with this car tomorrow, see how far we get. Hopefully after tomorrow we should get it ready for the paint shop, and yeah, it won't take that long. So that's it, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon in the next one.